Who would win in a battle, Team Kong or Team Godzilla? This epic showdown has been a fan favorite for decades. Let's break it down. Kong is known for his incredible strength and agility. In contrast, Godzilla boasts atomic breath and immense size. Did you know that Godzilla first appeared in 1954? This iconic monster has since starred in over 30 films. Kong debuted in 1933, captivating audiences with his tragic story. Box Office Mojo reports that the recent film Godzilla vs. Kong grossed over $470 million worldwide. This rivalry continues to draw massive crowds and generate buzz. So, who do you think would win? The debate between Team Kong and Team Godzilla is far from over. Join the conversation and let your voice be heard.
After reaching adulthood in 2024, Kong possesses the strength to almost overpower Godzilla. He was able to grab hold both of the Alpha Titan's arms and keep him still before unleashing a devastating headbutt that knocks Godzilla back, despite Godzilla's attempts to claw and bite his face. Godzilla's signature weapon is his distinctive atomic breath. Godzilla's dorsal spines glow ominously, and then he lets loose with a concentrated blast of radiation from his mouth. This power is often mistakenly confused as fire breathing. The color of the atomic breath corresponds to the color of Godzilla's dorsal plates. King Kong is a giant ape and one of the most iconic giant monsters in film history. King Kong has appeared in several films since his debut in 1933's groundbreaking King Kong, both American and Japanese. Kong's most recent film is Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. Advertisement. Appearance. King Kong is simply a giant gorilla. His size ranges anywhere from 6 to 102.718 meters, depending on the incarnation. In the original King Kong film, Dino De Laurentiis remake, its sequel King Kong Lives, and Peter Jackson's 2005 remake, King Kong is 9 meters tall and weighs 30 tons. In King Kong vs. Godzilla, he is 45 meters tall and weighs 25,000 tons. In King Kong Escapes, Kong is 20 meters tall and weighs 1,000 tons. In Kong, Skull Island, Kong is 31.6992 meters tall and weighs 158 tons. In Godzilla vs. Kong, Kong is 102.718 meters tall. Origins. King Kong is the last member of a species of giant prehistoric apes called Megaprimatus Kong. He remained secluded on a remote island populated by other giant creatures and was worshipped as a god by the island's natives. Kong's exact origins vary from film to film. Originally and in most iterations of the creature, Godzilla is a colossal prehistoric reptilian or dinosaurian monster that is amphibious or resides partially in the ocean, awakened and empowered after many years by exposure to nuclear radiation and nuclear testing. There is no denying that Kong's skin is tougher than most, as he's able to walk off being shot multiple times and survive being seriously burned. However, these attacks do hurt the Titan enough that he screams in pain and even passes out briefly. Furthermore, Kong knows he can be injured, as he instinctively tries to shield his face from the barrage of bullets during the helicopter fight. Sharp objects can also cut through his skin, as his arms and hands have several deep cuts after the first fight. Plus, he has several other scars on his body, likely from fighting the skull crawlers, so other monsters can do major damage to him. If one of them lands a good hit, he could end up like his parents who couldn't survive the big one, the largest skull crawler. Excessive radiation. While his species is evolved to absorb radiation, Godzilla cannot tolerate radiation levels above the amount his body can naturally sustain. Exposed gills. The gills on Godzilla's neck appear to be a weak spot. King Kong is an iconic character with a rich history and several interesting facts. Here are a few. Origin of Kong. King Kong first appeared in the 1933 film King Kong, directed by Marion C. Cooper and Ernest B. Schoedsack. The film's success made him a pop culture legend. Size evolution. In the original 1933 film, Kong was around 50 feet tall. However, in later versions, such as the 2005 Peter Jackson remake, his size was significantly increased to about 25 meters, 82 feet. Kong's inspiration. The character was inspired by a blend of fascination with gorillas and the adventure genre of films. The creators were particularly influenced by the fearsome qualities of gorillas, which were still a mystery to many in the early 20th century. Iconic Skull Island. Kong's home. Skull Island is a fictional island in the Pacific. It's home to strange creatures and dangerous landscapes, and it remains central to the character's story, symbolizing his raw, untamed nature. Kong vs. Godzilla. In 1962, Kong faced off against Godzilla in King Kong vs. Godzilla. This was one of the first major crossover films, and it sparked a long-running debate about which of the two titans would win in a fight. The rivalry was reignited with Godzilla vs. Kong in 2021. Innovative special effects. The 1933 film used groundbreaking stop-motion animation to bring Kong to life. The team, led by special effects pioneer Willis O'Brien, created incredibly detailed models and miniatures for the film. The Beauty and the Beast theme. The core of King Kong's story revolves around the relationship between Kong and Andero, a woman he takes a liking to. The theme of a giant beast falling for a vulnerable woman has often been compared to the Beauty and the Beast fairy tale. Kong's longevity. Despite being nearly 100 years old as a character, King Kong remains culturally relevant, with numerous reboots, films, video games, and even comic book adaptations continuing to keep his story alive. Each new iteration of Kong brings something fresh to his legend, while maintaining the core themes of power, vulnerability, and the tragic nature of his story. Godzilla is considered the original radioactive superhero due to his accidental radioactive origin story predating Spider-Man 1962 debut, though Godzilla did not become a hero until Ghidorah in 1964. Which team are you in, Team Kong or Team Godzilla? Please tell me in the comments.